be a guitar tuition and having a happy new year. 2013, first lesson of the year. And today what I thought I'd do was carry on the second part of a Mercyful Fate tutorial on the song Make Satan's Fall. And what we're going to do is start off by first of all just talking through the setup that I'm using today, and then going through some of the key guitar solos and showing some of the approaches of how to get a nice fluent Shirmann lead in your guitar playing. So let's tune up, rock out and get on the setup. See you all soon. Okay, the setup I'm using today is a Core Custom Z, Les Paul shape. It's got a relatively short scale neck, shallow frets. The string gauge is pretty light on this one, it's just set at 90/42 to get lots of wide vibrato. And the pickups I'm using are just the standard Alnico Seymour Duncan pickups to get a nice classic tone. I'll be switching between the pickups of the neck and bridge position throughout the solo, just to kind of get body and tone for various parts, and also sensitivity for harmonics and so forth. You'll be watching for me in that on the video. And also the tones are pretty much up full, they won't be left alone. The amp settings are going to be pretty much a standard, just kind of drive tone coming from the amplifier itself. The settings on the clean channel are as follows. The gain is rolled up to 12. The bass is put to around 4 o'clock. The middle is put to around 1 o'clock. And so is the treble. One of the secret ingredients that I'm using for this video is going to be the 80s vintage distortion pedal, the Marshall Governor. There is a new one, you can get the V2, but this one has a lot more teeth. And the settings I'm using for this are as follows. The gain is set to around 1 o'clock. The bass is around 3 o'clock. The middle set to around 12 to give it a nice bit of body. The treble is set all the way to 3 o'clock. And the level input is put all the way to full. Okay, let's get started with a few solos. What I'll do is do full performances of the solos and then give a few liner notes and, you know, brief overall on some of the bits you haven't picked up from the performance video that I'll be demonstrating. So let's crack on. Here's solo number 1. Solo number 2. 3. And here's solo number 4. Okay folks, so they're the 4 predominant solos within the song. Things that I would recommend, other than actually looking back at the performance footage and see if you can pick up on the licks, is really studying your scales, so that when you're taking melody lines from each one of those scales, whether it be placed around the key of E, A, or like the first one, in F sharp, really getting comfortable with those forms. So what I'm going to do is go through a few traditional shapes, all based around the key of E, off the pentatonic scale and diatonic scale, just to kind of familiarise it really. This will really help your grounding with performing any of these licks. Let's say some of the repeating lines that you hear within, let's say, solo number 2, and let's say try it in the position that I demonstrated, which is the E-based minor position, and actually maybe shift it to 1 bass on the A string. As you can hear, with this position, because I'm using the treble strings, it's got more of a toppy tone, whereas this one's got a slightly bolder tone. Depending on what your preference is, it's worth experimenting these a little bit anyway, and it's a great way of getting familiar with your scales and get a nice, confident performance coming out through any of the licks that you experience within this particular video. Other things to watch out for is the use of the pickup selector. Depending on your preference, once again, whether you want to go for something that's going to have, let's say, loads of pinches, or you want something that's going to be a little bit bolder, it's really good to mix these up because it really is a good way of finding your voice on the guitar and not just simple emulation of the licks that you're actually gathering from this particular video. And it will hopefully aid your performance and you know, get something that is you and very authentic to what should be played in the first place. Okay, that wraps up the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we've answered a few questions and queries regarding this particular song, which is quite the epic tune. We will hopefully be going into a third section because there is a great big dual guitar section towards the end, and I'm looking to potentially get a guest guitarist in for that one, so that should be quite good fun. But in the meantime, any queries regarding the video, just drop a message in the D bar. Alternatively, click over here, you'll be taken straight to my website where you can contact me directly if you wish, and hopefully get you up and running with this classic tune. But in the meantime, folks, keep sending your feedback to me. Had a few new hits recently. I do believe I'm at 312 subscribers, so it's pretty cool. Thanks for all the support, and as always, keep rocking, stay inspired, and we'll see you all soon, folks, for hopefully video number 3. See you all soon.